On this break, I've been playing a lot of video games, mostly Skyward Sword. I finally beat the game like a day ago, and I have to say I really like it a lot. There are some things that I didn't like about it, but we won't get into that. Anyway, Nintendo also released a full official timeline for the Zelda series. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll put a link in the doobly-doo so you can go look at it. Anyway, looking over the timeline, I found a lot of just problems with it. Let me just go over the timeline real quick. So the first game obviously is Skyward Sword. They've said that 1,000 times in like press releases and stuff like that. The second is the Minish Cap, and the third is Four Swords. I've never played either one of those, but I've heard they're really good. Now the fourth one, the one that everyone used to think was the first one on the timeline, Ocarina of Time, has a split. Now the split is if the hero was successful and if the hero was unsuccessful. Now this is kind of a strange split, considering if that's an option, then every single game should have a split timeline, but I won't get into that, not now. Anyway, so if the hero is defeated, then it goes to A Link to the Past, Oracle of Ages and Seasons, Link's Awakening, Legend of Zelda, Adventure of Link, all of the really old games. All those were released before Ocarina of Time, except for maybe Oracle of Ages and Seasons. And if the hero is successful in Ocarina of Time, the timeline has one more split. It goes from the child era and the adult era. In the child era, you have Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Four Swords plus Hyrule Adventure. And in the adult era, you have Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, all of those. Now this timeline's kind of weird. I don't think it's really that accurate. I mean, yeah, I know, it's straight from Nintendo, so it has to be correct. But I kind of think they just threw everything onto a timeline to try to, you know, shut up the fans. But in releasing this timeline, I think it's only going to stir us up a little bit more. For instance, the child era and adult era from the hero's successful split on the Ocarina of Time, I don't really understand that. For instance, does the child era mean that after Zelda sent back Link, after he defeated Ganondorf, does that mean that the games continue on from that point, when he's a child after, you know, the ending credits? And for the adult era, does that mean that he didn't go back at the end of the game? Or does it mean that he just simply grew up from the child stage? Because, you know, he wasn't a Kokiri, he was a Hyrulean, so... Also, when would the hero be defeated in Ocarina of Time? There's no real, you know, defining point when he would lose, unless it's like the battle against Ganon. Would it just be like right in the beginning of the game, where he actually, you know, gets a fairy and stuff? He's just like, no, Navia, I don't want to go for an adventure, I just want to sleep in my treehouse. I don't know, I just have a lot of problems with the timeline. This probably won't be the last video I make about Zelda. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to go play more video games. I might even start Hero Adventure mode, whatever, on Skyward Sword. Yeah, that's going to be fun. If you don't know what that is, then it means that you only get 6 hearts for the entire game, and every single enemy does double damage. So yeah, I can see myself cursing at the TV quite often when I'm playing that. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Play Skyward Sword. Oh yeah, I kind of want to introduce like a theme or a idea for the upcoming week of videos. Now I know a lot of you guys on the channel really do like Zelda, so if you want to make a video just like giving your own ideas on the timeline, or you know, just telling people what Zelda means to you, go ahead. That would be pretty awesome. Zelda's been a pretty huge series in my life. You know, it's the one that basically got me into playing video games, so yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I would like to know what you guys think. Anyway, that's it for me. Bah!